Hey guys, this is Spectral Sailor. It's myself and Jason.
But
And I think our guest might be running late, but the show must go on. And hopefully, he's going to join here in a second because I saw that he did look in a second ago at the StreamYard link. However, wanted to go ahead and try to start on time. We waited a couple minutes later, and that's okay if he's a little late. If not, and he doesn't come on for some reason. Technical difficulties happen sometimes, and we're still going to talk to everybody. Hey, Adam, Holly, and Penny, what's going on?
what's going on, guys? What's up, Adam?
So, Chris Garcia may be joining us shortly, but we had some questions written down, anyways. If you guys want to discuss some of them, hey, Dawn, you
What's up,
guys want to
Don?
discuss some of the questions that we were going to ask? We can ask them again if he joins. Um, have any of you guys ever thought that you have had a psychic attack from someone?
No. Mhm.
And what are your thoughts on that, Jason?
Yeah, for me, no. I don't think so. It's funny because I don't really think I get any kind of attacks like that. Um, mine are more of the physical stuff, you know. So when we're doing investigations and things, but yeah, I don't think about psychic attacks or anything like that. But um, some people out there might.
And if you guys have had a psychic attack, what do you guys think? What was your experience when you had one, or like what was going on in your life that made you feel like someone had the ish out for you, and they were sending bad vibes your way, or you were being held back, and it was by an energy that you weren't really sure was your own. Maybe it was someone doing some kind of a spell work on you, or just having intentions. A psychic attack, like if you know that you have made someone mad that practices hoodoo or voodoo, and I'm just using those as an example. That is not to be shedding any negative light on those kinds of beliefs, spirituality, or religion. If someone you think, like a voodoo doll is made in the likeness of a specific person with a specific intent to, you know, use that doll for. That doll would be whoever has it. Say this is the doll, and I'm doing something to the doll and it's intended to be a specific person, I'm psychically attacking them, but I'm also doing it through magic. A psychic attack can actually be even just someone focusing an intention of badness on you and just like being jealous of you, or wanting to hold you back from something, or hating you, or disliking you, or wanting revenge on you, and they just can't stop thinking about it, and actually it manifests things into your life that you're not sure why are happening. You don't have a clue what's going on.
Yeah,
You
I
have
know.
something of theirs for that. You don't have to have something of theirs. It depends on how strong your focus is, and I feel like it also can depend on, and this is my opinion, I'll let Jason give his opinion, maybe how weak that the person is that you're sending the psychic attack to.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. I mean, uh, I know, like, running into those kind of people, sometimes they say that you have to have, a piece of hair or something or fabric of somebody else, but I don't think so, really. I think kind of what you just said depends on how strong, your will is, I guess.
I feel like, like it can have to do with basically like, okay, I don't know. This is just an example. I don't have a problem with her. Martha Stewart. I don't like the way she carves pumpkins. So I'm going to go tell everybody that I know that she's a terrible pumpkin carver. And I'm going to go tell everybody that this is just an example. So Martha Stewart, if you see this, don't get mad. But if I tell everyone that she's ugly, and she starts to have low self-esteem, or feel weird and like feel different and strange or something, because I have sent out a psychic attack on her by constantly focusing that intention on her of distracting her, or even projecting someone that's gaslighting you, someone that's projecting on you, they're actually psychically attacking you. And it's whatever's in their psyche. Sometimes it's a shadow self that they have. And if you're being gaslighted or you're being projected upon or you're being manipulated or whatnot, then that's actually a form of psychic attack too, because it's actually a mental thing. And I don't know if you guys are like believe that your mind is really a powerful thing, but if you're into psychic or medium, if you believe that that stuff is real and people are psychics or people are mediums, or that, Holly, if you believe in all of that stuff, then you'd believe that you could be psychically attacked because, I mean, there's been different studies shown, and psychics use their minds to read somebody or read something or talk to a loved one and connect with a piece of um, like something that belonged to someone. They use it for psychometry and whatnot. I'm trying to get this doll, but it's not working. So you could actually use that focus and that intention for negative or for bad just as well as you could choose with your own free will to use it for good. So if you chose to use it for bad, you're psychically attacking people in some instances.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead if you want to say something.
Well, I was just gonna say it goes kind of back to the psychic stuff, kind of almost like the psychic warfare stuff. I know that like Hitler was real involved in all that, and
Yeah.
then really believed in trying to have those psychics do what they can do, and also like remote viewing to kind of see if they can see our like weapon strongholds and like see inside them and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean,
You know what
I'm
MK Ultra is, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, kind of like that. MK Ultra, like where they taught specific like elite soldiers to use their minds and their mind power to spy on, remotely view, and to influence the enemy.
yeah. you know and I say it's funny because I say that, yeah, like that, I say that Hitler, but it also was, yeah, the United States did that too. So um they all believed in it. Yeah. I don't know, I'm not saying I agree with anything Hitler was doing, but I do say that that research kept going, after the war. So
I agree, and people piggybacked off of him and might have been obsessed with him and might have tried to, like reenact what he was doing, and still to this day, I mean, just as much as like you have Tesla, who was in a way. Um, he wasn't really literally an energy worker because he was a scientist, you know what I mean? And he did research and created the Tesla coil, but in a way that permitted energy out and has been used in a lot of things. I feel like the same exact thing mentally, like Hitler by he played a lot of mind tricks on people and stuff. And he played like a lot of strategic bluffs and a lot of strategic tricks on people that he was up against to make them think like he was going to be over in a certain place and he wasn't. So then they expected him to be, and then they were ambushed because they weren't expecting where he actually was. But I'm not exactly sure how I'm trying to link that. But
yeah,
like
it is.
creation, it's the creation of whatever you're doing and the intent of whatever you're doing. If you're creating something for good, like you know, when the telephone was made or record players or whatever were made, you're making those things because you wanted to better people's lives. And if you wanted to put the intent of, I just want to make a perfect race of humans that are whatnot that look this way, like Hitler would have, then you're putting this intent of like everyone else is bad and no one else deserves to live or exist unless you are just exactly like this. You know what I mean? Completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
trying to
mean,
say. Tesla used energy work because he created so many. I mean, he had to have created energy work because our minds and our bodies are energy, and some of his ideas, I don't even know if he was connected to some kind of source that made him come up with these ideas and dream and birth these ideas, or I mean,
yeah, he was pretty cool. He did a lot of cool things. He invented free energy, and then also um, with doing that too, like after his death, like right after his death, the government raided his offices and uh, took all of his notes and information and all that stuff on his inventions, and like we'll never see it. Obviously, the government's not going to let us have free energy, but you know, but yeah, that's one thing he was involved in, which I always thought was really cool. And then, of course, the Tesla coils and everything is really neat. But no,
Sharing this to some places. I'm usually having you to talk with the guest or whatever while I share. But
yeah.
sometimes we have a situation where we have a guest that can't come on, or in this situation, maybe they had a technical difficulty and they weren't able to get StreamYard to work, or something with, a device might have been wrong. We've had that come up too. We've had that come up with Ricky Lee and Sean.
Yeah, I don't know. That could have been guided by something at a higher power, maybe
Yeah.
extraterrestrial, maybe.
And do you think, that he actually time traveled physically, energetically, or do you think that he mentally and spiritually or celestially time traveled and saw something, or someone from the future would have traveled and told him what to build? Because a lot of interactions, supposedly, with alien races is them trying to teach us how to move forward in technology, teach us how to move forward as a human race, to move forward as beings to a better place, and to pull us basically out of some kind of like a cesspool that we put ourselves in.
I don't know. It was definitely something. I mean, it was something. I mean, he was not to take any away from him being actual, brilliant, because he was, but you know that I'm sure something probably intervened in a way, maybe not even in a way that he even realized. So, but yeah, he was an interesting person for sure.
Either that, or he himself just ascended and awakened and just, brought himself to that state where he opened his mind. Because I know sometimes, what about another subject? Do you guys believe in a near death experience awakenings?
Mm, I mean, it's been recorded. A lot of people, you know, reported that they've seen different things or come back from, you know, heaven or hell, or you know, as they would describe either one. But I mean, who knows? I guess, I mean, that'd be also the thing about, you never know until you die.
That is true.
Yeah. I don't know. It's People report different things, and then
And
some people, it changes them obviously because they come back and change their lives from what they experienced. Like they just go a different direction.
mhm. Hey,
But
Dawn, you can totally say no to this if you want to, but if you want to come on, I'll send you a link. If you want to talk about your near death experience, so let me know and I'll send you a link and you can come on and talk about it. Because herself, me and her have talked about it several times, and like, you know, her experience and kind of what happened or whatever. If she wants to talk about it, it's up to you if you're comfortable or not.
yeah, I think it happens. So
And I wonder how close to having like an ego death and a soul awakening. Okay, having like an ego death and a soul awakening, or like a rebirth of your soul, like how close the result of that is to having a near death experience. I've had near death experiences quite a few times, quite a few times. Not gonna lie, and but I never saw what I would say was a heaven or a hell or anything like that.
uh,
What were you thinking, Pamela?
we need to go back and see how many of the shows that I've worn an OU shirt in. I was just thinking
Yeah, I
about
know.
that.
I was thinking that as soon as you came on a while ago, I was like, Has he worn that T-shirt before? Or is it a different one? Because I don't know. I can't tell if it's a different one or not.
I got a bunch of Oklahoma shirts, so I don't know. But I
I
was
have a
like,
bunch of Arkansas shirts, and I have
no,
zero Oklahoma shirts. Only like a bunch of Arkansas shirts.
no. You better get on that. Football season about to start.
Oh yeah, I don't have to wear Oklahoma shirts to like football or watch it.
No, no, you don't have to.
And
It's
she
just
said that
gonna
an ego death or an awakening is similar to a near death experience. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There has to be someone out there that's done a study, and I think I would actually like to research how similar um, like if you could find a control or a way to do an experiment and find this, and how it is. I mean, you're probably not going to find any body or any living thing to experiment on, but if you could even just actually just cross reference the two, take people's accounts of near death experiences, if they saw angels, if they saw heaven, if they saw hell, if they saw loved ones that passed away, and then take an ego death, which is very painful. I think a lot of people that actually commit suicide are having an ego death, and that's why they commit suicide, because that ego death is so painful that it feels like you're dying. Literally, sometimes it feels like your body is dying. But if you
Hmm.
make it through it, then you have an awakening. And some people actually get stronger and have more than one awakening than, like they don't just have one, they have another one, or they have both, an ego death and an awakening and a near death experience. How are those? I've always just kind of felt like I've had both of those multiple times, and I feel almost like they're very similar. When you are in that state, you're at your most fragile and vulnerable, I feel like, and you will cry out for help from a unseen force. I think it's just my opinion. That's what I would do. That's what I do.
Hmm. Okay. I don't know. I've never had a near death experience, I guess. But,
Oh, you'd know if you had.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you're at a like in a something that just happens, and you're just like, there we go. You're praying to God to please let you live through it because you don't want to die, like a car wreck, which
Okay.
a lot of us have had. Um, it says the voice device is not connected.
Hmm. I don't know. I saw somebody post. Who was that? Just posted the Fear Fest tickets information.
Courtney.
Oh, okay.
And then I shared it or I highlighted it.
It's coming up, guys. Pretty soon. End of September.
I was telling her to turn on her mic and her camera. So near death experiences are different. Are there different types? Oh yeah. Uh, I Yeah, we want to talk about Fear Fest on this episode also because we have an hour and a half. Well, now we'll be having about an hour left, but we want to talk about that because it is coming up very soon, and we do want more people to come and see us, even if they wait until the last minute to buy the tickets. They're cheaper now if you get them on Eventbrite, but they're still going to be there, I'm sure, when the event happens, and you can still get them. You just can't get the Eventbrite prices after the event starts because I made it expire before the event starts. So then you would be charged when the event starts. You're going to be charged more. Um,
You can buy tickets at the venue, though, right?
yeah, there'll be a way
Okay.
to buy tickets at the venue. Yeah, yeah, we'll have a way to buy the tickets at the venue for sure. Um,
Yeah. So she's coming on, or
See, that's what usually people think, Holly. I think her device says it's not connected, so I told her to turn her audio and her camera on because when she does that, it should automatically let her connect and come
yeah.
on. Maybe she goes out and comes back in. But near death experiences, what's funny is it's called a near death experience. But if you actually die and you go into the light and you come back, you really died. You know what I mean? You died and you visited someplace not normally somewhere you'd see when you're alive, and you came back. So really, near death experience called that. You're actually it's a death experience. Um, that's why I guess I feel like I guess it could fall under the same thing. A near death experience could be a wreck that I got in one time that I have newspaper articles about, and no one could believe that me and the people that were in it were alive. It was we shouldn't have been alive, and I've had several wrecks like that, and weird things have happened where I would say angels showed up, but I didn't die. But angels showed up and saved me from dying because I was going to die. I was not going to live for sure. I wasn't going to live. And maybe they didn't let me go for some reason to that place that someone would say is a near death experience, that they go into the light or they go to hell. They didn't let me go that far. They kept me here and didn't and stopped me from dying. So I feel like that also can be a near death experience, because I mean it was like I should be dying. I'm looking at death coming to me. It's coming after me, and something stopped it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty
I had an
crazy.
experience last September and saw my life flash before my eyes. I feel like that's close. I think that would be underneath near death experiences too. You know? There we
Yeah,
go. Dang it! I don't know why it's not working.
well, you know how it goes sometimes. Hmm.
Yeah, because it won't even let me come in the studio, or let me bring her in the studio.
That's odd. But yeah, those kind of things are, I'm sure, uh, pretty intense, and but especially if you go through a situation where you're like,
Mommy,
oh
can
shit,
I watch my tablet?
Hang on. Oh, I love you.
Eh,
It's okay. Oh, let go of me. That was not a near death experience, but that was a near drag to the ground experience.
yeah, yeah.
It was like dragging me. I was like, nope, quit. Not today.
Wishing you go to Fear Fest. Well, you still have time. I mean, I don't know what your plans are or anything
What
then, but
was what was that experience like, Holly? Like, if you want to like explain it more,
mm,
because that also could be probably um I don't know what you'd call it. There's a name I think for it, but it's not exactly. It's kind of like having a soul awakening, but really fast, like a crash course soul awakening. Like, hey, we want you to see all this for some reason, and there's something for you to gain out of seeing all of this, what you saw that day, but we're not going to take you there to make you see it. We're going to just show it to you here.
yeah, not really know. I mean, obviously we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what their plans are. Why they let you see certain things or experience certain things, I guess.
That sounds like a pretty close to near death experience. I've had a similar incident happen. Near death is different than died and came back. Well, near death, I feel like could be different things. Does that make sense? Like if someone says they're a psychic medium, they could be someone that sees with their third eye, someone that hears, someone that smells, someone that just knows. Uh, Everyone connects in a different way. Like if I'm connecting, I do this sometimes, like, or I like close my eyes or blindfold myself, and it helps me connect better. But I see people like not, say anything bad, but like Jennifer, I see her like doing this, and I saw Miriam. They put their hand out. It's like that painting. Is it Leonardo da Vinci of the fingers touching from heaven? You know what I'm talking about? The two angels.
Right.
It's like almost representation, I feel like, of that. Because sometimes I do that. I went to a place called the Curiosity Shop this weekend, and it was a really cool shop, and I felt compelled to stick my hands out and touch all of anything that was elemental crystals and like shells. And I don't know why, I just felt like something was like whoosh, like a suction cup, like whoosh, to
Hmm.
the crystals, and they had tons of crystals. Like I haven't seen more crystals of different kinds that I've never even heard of. I wrote them down because I'd never heard of half of these, and I was just amazed at the, I don't know, the pull of my hand to the crystal. So I was like, stop.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say I watch Jennifer sometimes, and I've noticed her. I've noticed her doing that. And then I know she did a show the other day, and I watched a little bit of it and shared it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just something she can explain better. Maybe you're right. Mhm.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not I'm not exactly sure. I don't have any like any kind of abilities or anything like you guys do. But I don't know.
I
It's
was trying to
interesting.
share, copy this link. I was trying to copy this, but I'm seeing the show from another time, not like the one from right now. There we go.
Hmm. I don't know. It's a interesting subject just because people report different things. It's not always the same thing. So it's kind of like alien abductions. It's the same. Nobody really reports the same thing. You know, so it's
That is
just like
true. And then you have like the Mothman prophecy stuff or whatnot. The Mothman prophecy or whatever. Um, or what is it? No, it's the fourth kind.
like the fourth kind, that's just a different alien abduction. So that's
Yeah,
just it goes to, I guess it goes from like 1 to 4 different levels.
yeah. And then you have the something, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of similar, sort of like the near death, like the butterfly effect movie. We were talking about this weekend when I was with some other friends of mine. What does that say? That happened to my daughter 2 weeks ago. After my husband died, she was in a bad wreck. She blacked out, but was able to walk away from the wreck. I firmly believe my husband was there in spirit and saved her. They snapped a power pole and the car was in pieces in the middle of a field. She definitely had angels with her. We never did find her glasses she was wearing. That's
Huh.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And like in a situation where it seems like probably someone shouldn't have survived that, and you can look at the wreckage or whatever situation they came out of, almost like, I don't know. This is kind of cliche, but the movie Unbreakable, I always talk about like how Bruce Willis survived the plane crash and nobody else did because he was meant to be like a metahuman type person.
Well, I think yeah, definitely somebody was there for sure, looking out in that situation. It seems like, but and that goes back to kind of what we were talking about a while ago. I see, I move my thumbs and fingers together. Yeah, I guess that's the way. I don't know. I guess everybody that's a medium probably has maybe their own way of connecting. I guess.
Oh, when she connects, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think it's almost just like we're um, transforming to our higher self, sort of, and our higher self does weird things because of being not human, and it looks weird just because we're not used to it. That it's not, but it's not, that weird. It's just that we're something that we're not really used to.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I've noticed. I mean, I've noticed
Yeah,
everybody
like
does something
that.
different.
Like what she just said. Yes, exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
felt like, or similar to that, like tentacle that when I was at that place and the crystals were there that like I don't know, I kind of had a rough day and I was really tired and drained and it was a long day and I had worked mentally all day and by touching the glass cases with the crystals in them, it like re-energized me. But yet it awakened and energized me, but it calmed me at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have to touch things: crystals, trees, rocks, water, lake, river. Yeah, I feel like I have to do that too. And I feel like people think I'm a weirdo if they were watching me in a store like that. I feel like they'd be like, "Man, that chick is weird. She's kind of strange." But I mean, that's just how I think individuals do it their own unique way.
Yeah.
Stare hard at people when someone is coming through, then you see them like, why are you staring at me? Well, because Fred says hi.
Yeah.
I think I look down when that happens. I did a private reading the other day, and I'm going to start doing more private readings. So if anyone's interested, I'm doing private readings, and they're $25, and it can last anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Just depends on what kind of messages are coming through. Um, it was really good, and I was extremely happy that the lady said that she was so glad that she contacted me, that she had been wanting to, and she had to ask a friend that I know, that we both have a mutual friend, and that she was so glad that she contacted me because what's really weird is I was doing the readings. I was telling her things that I don't know why I knew them, but her husband, I won't say her name, her passed away husband was telling me to tell her these things, and she was like, "Oh my god, I know what that means."
Mhm.
And I said one thing, and she was like, "That literally happened to me yesterday." And I said another thing, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, that was gifted to me." That was something that was, given to me from him. And I lost it. And I was like, that's so weird because it was something completely random that I never, ever have seen, touched, or owned, or had myself. Not an experience that I've had myself. It just came, it was
Yeah.
weird. And I think my connecting was using the cards. I was connecting and opening up more and more the longer that the time went by. But it ended up being a 2 hour reading.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, Rob. Directing and creating energy. That also, like, and that can be a form of healing, I feel like, or transmuting. Like, I feel like if I had icky, funky energy and I went and I touched those crystal cases and I transmuted my energy by borrowing from them to lifting my energy level back up. Because I don't really like to be a psychic vampire. I don't like to suck off of anybody else's energy and take it away from them for myself. I do feel like that's been done to me before. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jason?
Oh yeah. I mean, for sure. I think that um, people can pick up on that, especially like people who are empathic or even a medium or someone that doesn't even realize they have any kind of ability like that can just suck and drain you. And especially, I know that happens too. Like when we go on and do investigations, just the spirits doing it to you, you know, taking your
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah. I
You
mean, sometimes you tell them to take your energy. So, I mean, as long as we're telling them to do that, and use it just to communicate with us or whatever, and we're putting out that we only, want good intentions, spirits to do that, and we don't want any negative coming into us and attacking us or taking over us.
can, yeah, definitely got to be, smart as you can about it. Um, I don't know. Sometimes they don't care. I think, but yeah, I can see that. Just negative people. But
And there's another question. Have you guys ever been affected by a place that you've been? If you're a paranormal investigator or if you're an energy worker, or if you're not actually stumbled into, like knowing what you are, yet you're not fully in there and you're not like, labeling yourself or whatever. Have you guys ever been to a place that affects your energy in a bad way? a house or a concert or a library or a bookstore or like anything, a stranger person's house that you just visited because you had to for some whatever circumstance you were there. Did you guys ever go somewhere that affected your energy in a not good way? Hey Rob, we do wish you could come too. It would be awesome. I thought you were gonna come. We're gonna be sad now because you're not.
Mm, that's not cool.
Huh?
I was just saying, yeah, that sucks. That's not cool. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be there.
I think he was wanting to come. He was preparing to
Mm.
come, but it's just not gonna.
But on that, I would say Waverly Hills to me, but it wasn't negative. I mean, I'm just saying like it felt like afterwards, even 3 or 4 days later, it's like I just kind of wanted to be there. If that makes any sense? Like, it just affected you that way. Like there's something just wanting you to be in that building. Just draw you there. You know.
Just so y'all know, I'm giving a disclaimer. There's a person that is not uh, here to talk about what we're talking about. Don't listen to them. I just deleted their comment, and they're a solicitor trying to scam you. So don't listen if someone messages you or tells you to message them because they have been sent here by the gods to connect with you and tell you, yeah, Saraya, is it you? Was it you? Maybe it wasn't you. I don't know. It was a different name with an O in it. Anyways, I saw that comment person. That's not cool. You're not going to piggyback off of people and scam anybody here. That's not cool. So I deleted your comment. And if you make a lot more of them, then I'm probably going to block you. Sorry, it wasn't you. It was a different photo and a name with an O, I think. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna. We don't need that. So no.
We would love for you to go. And if you want to talk about your experience, Pamela, you're more than welcome. If you went somewhere that was that like affected your energy in a not positive way, we have the ability to block negative energy. I know I had to pull negative energy from a team member who became angry and aggressive all of a sudden. We also have that ability. Some people have the ability to extract the energy from someone because they are stronger and of a higher vibration than that other person is at whatever moment or why for whatever given reason that that person was affected that you helped. You were at a higher, stronger level. Maybe you're of some kind of protection, you know, your soul's like a protector, and you were able to help them out. That's really cool to extract that energy from them and it not affect you as badly as it probably was affecting them for whatever reason it chose them. I don't know. Did it affect you a lot, Chrissy, or no? You're welcome, Rob. Sorry, a troll. Yeah, that was a troll. And I was
Mhm.
like, not having that. Sorry, not today, man. Not tonight either.
Yeah. I believe you should be able to. I think you can try to block negative energy. You can take precautions too.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some different ways to block negative energy, but if you're not, like, if you don't realize how to do it, then I think it's good to reach out to someone that does know how to do it to teach you.
Yeah.
They can train you how to do that for yourself because you are important and you need to protect yourself and keep yourself happy and mentally in a good place.
Right. So if somebody wanted to message you about that, you know, that'd be good, right? I mean, you could show them or explain to them or walk them through it.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of the houses that we went to one time. And it did that to me, and I just actually took it out on the pizza guy. I
Mhm.
didn't mean to, but I mean, I don't know, everything he did just, I don't know, it just affected me. It made me angry. He wasn't giving me my pizza.
Yeah, that was
So,
funny.
for someone with
Mhm.
abilities then feels energy, how do you fully protect yourself, like block it? Some people use physical items to protect themselves in a ritual. No, it didn't, but I was able to pull and release the negative energy from him. Yeah, I have a friend that's here, that's Native American, that actually does that, and he has actually shown me that he does that. It's pretty cool. I don't know exactly. I think that's a form of healing to me. I don't know if you'd call it like an extractor or a transmutation or transmuter, but he's some kind of healer. But for someone that has abilities and feels energy and they don't know how to protect themselves, it's kind of based on an individual case. Like for you, what kind of ability and what affects you. Hey, Eileen, I can't wait either. Um, we get to meet each other in person. um, but it's based on individual case of the person that's being affected by the energy to kind of like sort of assess what's causing them the problem. Does that make sense? If you can't shut it off at night and it's affecting your sleep, is it something that's physically going on that can be changed? Because like I was drinking too much coffee. I don't know if you do or not. Is she going to come on?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hey, let me answer her question real quick, and then I'll let you talk about your near-death experience if you want to.
Okay.
If you can't shut it off at night, if you want someone to help give you some tips or whatever, or some advice, I have had that same problem before, and I find certain things work better than others. Some forms of meditating and meditative musics that are created at a certain frequency to actually calm you and make you go to sleep better. Hey, there you are.
Hey, I got it
But
figured out.
this is Sarai or Sarai. If you would like me to get with you after this, then I would be glad to help give you some directions or like some tips or advice or like some tools that could help you. And I was going to say, and hypnotherapy actually, if you can see this, Sarai, Pamela does hypnotherapy to try to help people figure out what would make someone have that kind of thing going on when they're going to sleep that's causing them, like endless sleepless nights. Because it's really affects everything in your whole entire life. It affects your actions, it affects your routine, it affects your body and your mind, everything when you can't sleep.
Sounds good. I don't really know a lot about that stuff, guys.
Yeah. If there's an entity coming in your room or hitting your bed, then it'd be good for you to actually probably talk to me and Pamela, I think. Maybe we could tag team that. Like Batman and Robin. So we're going to ask Miss Dawn to, she's going to share what happened when she had a near-death experience. Like tell us, what happened to make your experience happen, and then maybe describe kind of like what you went through.
Okay. I was in a bad car accident back in '97. I was in a coma for a month, and I knew what had happened. I mean, not the accident, but I knew I was in a severe trauma, and I thought I was at home taking care of my kids. I lived in a basement apartment with my kids. My kids were very young, and but they were always asleep. I never seen them, and there was a knock at the door, and I answered it, and it was my grandmother who had passed away when my son was 6 months old. And behind her, because it was a basement apartment and there were steps going up. So when I opened the door, behind her, there was a brilliant white light. And I never walked through a tunnel or anything. I just followed her up the stairs. And she told me, she goes, "Don't worry, Dawn Marie," because that's what my family calls me, is Dawn Marie. And she said, don't worry, Dawn Marie, it's not your time. Just come with me. And so I followed her up the stairs. We walked out into a beautiful garden. And there was a color there. All the colors were there. And it was like they were breathing. And it felt like so peaceful and so much love. And there was a color there that I have yet to see and I could not describe. I couldn't even begin to try to even describe it. And we went and we walked down this path and we sat on this bench. And slowly but surely, I'm remembering things that have come that I learned. And I didn't want to come back, but I came back for my kids. It wasn't like I was given a choice, but I felt like I could stay if I wanted to. But I came back, because of my kids. But yeah, I learned so much. But it's like when I'm ready, I remember. It's not like I woke up and then all of a sudden, bam, Because I even had to remember how to train my body, how to walk again, how to use the bathroom again, how to add and subtract again, how to take care of myself, how to take care of my kids. I had to learn all of that all over again. So slowly but surely, even as close as a month ago, I remembered something, and it's like when you look at the sky and it's blue, you know it's blue. Nobody can tell you it's purple. You know it's blue, and that's what it's like when something comes to me and I remember something. It's like I know it for a fact, and I don't try to push my beliefs off on anybody else. I let people believe the way they want to believe because God gave us free will on this earth, in this on this plane. He gave us free will to learn lessons for him, and because God could never live in human form. So that's why we are here. We are here to learn lessons to be more godlike, to be more like him. And he has a female side too. God is male and female. Because how could he make women if he had no if he had no female side to him? So that's just one of the things that I learned.
I think he would be like a divine being, like what they call nowadays in like spirituality, and in like kind of like the tarot card reading world, and the medium and psychic world, and just all of that stuff. They call them like divine feminines and divine masculines. I think he would be like a divine. He would be
Yeah,
like a divine,
yeah.
not even one or the other of those. He'd be like a divine, because the divine feminine embraces male and female energy. They're like the man and the woman together. And then a divine masculine is whatever, like in a masculine body usually.
Well, that's just the easiest way that I can explain it. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not. For the. It's the way it was explained to me. In my little human pea brain, because it's so.
Hey, Jeff.
It's so. Our pea brains cannot even begin to understand how this whole universe and everything works.
There's a question for you from Sarai, or I think I'm going to say Sarai. That
Okay,
sounds
you're
like a
gonna have to read it because I can't see
Oh,
any
that's
of
okay.
it.
Yeah. Before your grandma showed up, you thought you were already gone, taking care of your kids. So you think your grandma showing up was to help you move on from that trauma?
I I knew something had happened, and I think what my brain did was it put me in a familiar place for my grandmother to come get me. Um, so I could be, does that explain it? It's not like I would be left somewhere wandering around. I was in a familiar place, and she was able to come and get me. Um, that's just where
Maybe she
my
was to
brain.
help transition you back to where you needed to go.
Well, when I come back, um, I was in a circular room, and they laid me down I lay down in the bed, and then I was in a circular room, and there was my grandmother was there, and there was a nurse there, and she told me, and my grandmother told me to open my eyes now. And I woke up on my 25th birthday at St. Francis Hospital in Peoria, Illinois. My mom was right here, and my dad was right here, and my grandfather was sitting in a chair, in his wheelchair at the end of my bed, because it was my birthday. And I looked up at my mom and I said, "Mom, aren't you going to say goodbye to Grandma?" And she thought, "Oh no, I'm going to have to tell Dawn Marie that her grandma had passed away again." And no, I literally meant, "Aren't you going to say goodbye to Grandma?" Because Grandma's the one
Like
that brought
she's
me
going
back.
back into the light,
Yeah,
and she's here, and you should say bye to her before she leaves, kind of like that.
yeah, yeah. And my mom still remembers that. Now I have no memory of that. I remember looking. I don't remember seeing my saying that to my mom, but I remember opening up. I remember opening my eyes and seeing her saying that to me in that circular room, opening my eyes and seeing my mom, my dad, and my grandfather. But I don't remember saying that. It's really weird, the things that you do remember and the things that you don't.
There's Chris. Dawn is telling a near-death experience that she had. We were talking about near-death experiences, and I was
Hey,
going to let
Chris.
her, yeah, tell her, that's Chris. There's a Chris. Can you hear us?
Hi, I'm sorry, guys. It's just that the reason why I thought that what I was gonna say is that the time, yeah, I can hear you. It's just that I thought it was a different time, so I thought it was 9 o'clock. I'm different time, so when you message me in the group to join the StreamYard, I usually tell people to send me the StreamYard in your personal Facebook, so it confused me because I was like, why am I getting a StreamYard? So that's why I'm not usually late. So this is the first for me because I'm like, what's going on?
You're
Because I saw
fired.
it on my
You're
Facebook and I'm like, so I'm sorry about that, guys. It's just that
That's okay.
next time, please message me on your personal Facebook.
From my Rosie? For the Spectral Sailor one.
Okay, I'm gonna share this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna share this out if I can find it. No,
Yeah.
I can't see it. Where the hell is it?
That's a crazy story.
I don't even see it. Hold on.
I don't talk about it much, just because I don't want people to look at me weird.
Nah.
I don't see it on here.
In our world of things, you're not weird. So
yeah. I'm
That's
slowly but surely starting to realize that, but
definitely not the
Okay,
worst
there
thing.
it goes.
Whenever you are ready, Mr. Chris, I have a bunch of questions to ask you. So Pamela asked if you remember more of it.
It's been.
What's Pamela? What?
If you think you'll remember more over
Okay,
time.
go ahead. What did you need to ask me? Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Pamela,
Okay.
yeah, I will. I'm hoping I do.
All right. I'm gonna.
Say it again. I didn't hear.
I was telling Dawn she can stay on if she wants to, and well, I ask you the questions that she don't have to leave. She can stay on there if she wants the conversation.
Are you talking about?
Yeah. We were talking about near-death experiences, like if you have a soul awakening or an ego death, if you think it's similar to having a near-death experience. Which was just a question that stemmed off of one of the ones that I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, I have like several questions written down. You can first kind of explain what you do or what kind of what's your specialty?
Well, I mean, I mean,
Are you there? Can you hear me? Do you hear me?
mm, okay, well, first of all, I'm a psychic medium from San Antonio, Texas. I do have the ability to remote view. Yes, and then I have all the clairs, clairvoyant, clairaudience. Yes, and then I also have can see the auras and stuff. Okay, that was weird. Somebody was just messaging me. And then I also channel different things. And then I do paranormal investigations. Um, and then I do missing persons cases. I've been working on this other case that a friend of mine that is. It's funny that you that were asking me this because I've been just working on this case, and I can't really say her name, Hailey Ann.
Yeah.
And the thing is that this case is crazy because her husband committed suicide. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
I can only disclose some things, and I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. It's bad to where the DEA is involved. Okay, the
Yeah.
police are involved. I just read her today. Internal Affairs is involved. The homicide department's involved, and she's already validated this just earlier today. And it's just crazy because she's like, "How deep is this? How deep do you? How deep is this going?" And then I told her, I said, "It gets deep." And then she's like, "Well, everybody in my family thinks I'm nuts." And I said, "You know what? Truthfully, you're not crazy. Um, but yeah, it's let's put it this way. I'm in a now I don't say I'm in a mess because I love helping people, but I've never had a case like this where it's so deep that there's you won't know who to trust and who to talk to because I've told her I said that there's a involvement of it's deeper than the Men in Black. Um, and it's just oh my god, Rosie, it's been just really insane with that case. That case has been on for I mean, because her husband, like I said, we feel that he was framed. People wanted him dead. Well, she's already
Yeah.
deceased. She moved from one house to another house. Okay.
Mhm.
And the thing is that he hid money. He was in so much shit, which I can't even discuss.
Yeah.
But it got so bad that I was picking up different things off the case, and I was like, man, this case is going to be one of the ones that's going to make me stand out because, I mean, I've done other readings for people, but this one really is beyond of readings that I've done, and I'm still helping her as we speak.
Yeah.
Because she still knows that there's hidden money somewhere. So that's what I've been doing for the past. Oh, I did it earlier. I did a reading for her, and she's like, "Chris, you're the only one I trust. I don't trust anybody else." And I'm like, so that can tell you that I've earned respect from different people. People are starting to get to know me a little bit more.
Mhm.
Um, but with everything I do, I take it seriously. And then about the story that you were talking about, if I had any paranormal experiences, I was abducted when hi Becky. Um, I was abducted when I was probably around 7 or 8. I was an abductee twice. Um, recently I've had activity in my room where the bed just vibrates for some reason. I don't know why. Um,
Hmm.
but I've
That's strange.
had It's been just really weird this past few weeks. It's been just, yeah, and it's weird. I had talked to other people and they said, please, I hope it's not what I think it is. And everybody's like, just don't pay attention to it. Acknowledge it, but just, just don't pay attention to too much. So it's like, I mean, I love what I do, but there's cases like that I've done with paranormal people. I've been on my other friends' broadcasts, which I've done investigations on live without any prior knowledge of the location. So when anybody needs my assistance, I don't like to be told anything. I like to go in blindfold. I don't like to know anything. And their readings with me have gone so intense that if somebody was doing witchcraft to you, voodoo, Santeria. You want to know how deep it is? I can see the person's face. I can get names. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, my readings have gone within the past year have gone deeper than what they were before. So, but yeah, I've had different experiences. So, but I'm glad to be on
I
here
might need to get
for
with
short
you
notice.
because
So, if anybody's got any questions,
yeah, there's a question right now for you here. Veronica says, "Can you tell me who is Alberto
go
Romero and
ahead.
tell me what?" She said, "Can you tell me who is Alberto Romero and tell me what kind of person he is?" This comes from Veronica Cazares.
Okay, well, Veronica, um, I think I told you about that before, but I guess you weren't paying attention. This was on a long time ago on a different show, but hopefully your signal doesn't go bad. So what I was going to tell you is that he seems like the type of person that very shy, doesn't like rejection, and he's kind of like wondering who you are and what you're about. So he's trying to figure it out on like he's just trying to get to know you. I would take things slowly. Don't rush it. Okay, so just be very careful with him. Um, but I feel like he's that type of person that feels kind of okay. It's weird. I want to say he seems like he's kind of like nervous. I kind of get this feeling like he's has a hard time with women. That's what I'm feeling. But I would say just keep the word caution comes up with that. Okay, so it's been just that's what I get with you, Veronica. So hopefully that makes sense. If you want more, then you can reach me. You already know my number, because but but it's
That's
crazy. But
interesting.
Rosie, you know what? We can talk, not right now, but if you
Yeah,
ever need to talk to me
privately, you mean?
offline,
Privately,
Rosie,
yeah.
we can talk.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because I do stuff, but I don't do like the same stuff as you. And I also do strongly believe in like that you can't always read your own self. That even though you can help other people, you can't really
Mm-mm,
always do
mm-mm.
things for your own self. That you have to actually reach out to someone else to do that. And I'm just now starting
Yeah,
to learn that.
you know, yeah, you know what's crazy? I got a message for you, Rosie. By the way, this is what I call I call them the creepy validating cards, but they're all. I'll show them to you in a minute. I can't find the name of them, but what I got for you, it's telling me to be careful on the unknown. What I was told to tell you is no, just do the things that you know. If it's something that's beyond further of the unknown, I would say don't do it. I was being told to research, so it's telling me to be careful of how deep you're getting into it. And then what also you might be insulted by false accusations. People might blame you for stuff or might tell you, well, I heard you said this, I heard you said that. So just know that there's going to be people in your circle, okay, that don't like your point of view or how you, I guess, express yourself. That's what I'm getting from you. That's the message that I'm getting for you tonight. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay. And then one more. I got something else to you too. Be on alert. This is the second card I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it says to be on alert, protect yourself against your enemy. So, in other words, you're in a circle because I can see you like in a bubble circle, and the people that are right in front of you, they're like, I don't like her. But you know what? Let me see how far I can get with her. It's kind of like they're in it to get what's benefiting for them. It's like they're trying to do. Okay, that's weird. I just heard that they're trying to get the greater good to for personal gain. They're not really there to support you, and it's weird because when I'm tapping into you, it's kind of like they're against you. They're not rooting for you. They're against you. Okay,
Yeah, so they're kind of wearing a
so that's
false
what I'm being
mask,
told for
sort of.
you. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm familiar
Now,
with.
one thing, I don't know why, but okay, I'll say who. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. I'll get him. I'm just going to pick random people for some reason. They're telling me random right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's 17 people watching, so
1, 2, 3.
have your choice. Pick who you choose.
Okay. Okay. The other one, I don't know his name, but I know he's watching you. He's on the live, but on my end, he's on top of you. Like, I don't know his name, so I don't know what his name is, but he's on camera. Okay. What I got for you is that they're telling me to tell you subdue your passions. Okay. And they're telling, yeah, I think that's his name, Jason. Is that your name, Jason?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yes.
don't have to say anything. Okay. They're telling me to what you do is to subdue your passion. So in other words, stick to what you love. Don't anybody tell you otherwise. So if they tell you don't do this, okay, just
Hmm.
stick to what you love. Don't change for other people to accept you. Do what you like. And then it says there's some virtues to acquire. So I'm being told you're gonna have to make decisions within the past few weeks. Okay. The second card I got for you, this is the one I was told to show you, is saying you will travel to faraway places, which means you will travel, okay, but you're gonna go. Okay, they're telling me you're gonna go beyond what you already are right now. You're gonna go further than what you know. And I'm being told that you got a big surprise coming for you, but it's
No.
something that you're not even aware of. You're not aware of, okay?
Hmm.
And then this is the biggest message for you. Listen carefully what people have to say. Okay? That's what I'm being told. So everything I told you and people that talk to you, listen and observe. And you're going to be able to tell, like, okay, somebody else told me that same thing. So you're going to get a lot of
Repeating messages.
people are just going to read you. Just put it that way. People are, yeah, they're going to repeat. Yeah, exactly. They're going to be repeating what they have to say. It's going to be like the same thing that everybody else says.
Oh, wow.
There's
So,
people asking
but
for
that's what I was told. Okay.
That's interesting. Yeah.
and it's funny as some of that stuff he knew. I've been thinking, but I haven't said to him, but I've wanted to say it to him. It's funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's your validation, Rosie. That says is that
That's
you know
strange.
what
That's
I was
cool.
told. What I was told is that sometimes this is what I was told. Sometimes your personal friends, you can tell him because I'm being told that you are very close to each other. You both talk real like frequently,
Mhm.
and I'm being told that since he knows you, he might listen to what you got to say, but he's gonna be like, "No, you know what? You know me too well. No." He'll observe what
That's
you say. He'll
true.
take it
Probably
in,
true.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then and then with him, I kind of get the feeling like he needs people that don't know shit about him. Period. They don't know anything. And the thing is, I don't know him. So that just
That's
boom, it's
true.
like
You're
right in
you're
his
you're right
face,
though.
like, and I can tell you right, yeah, and then it's crazy because I can tell you, Jason, Rosie has given you hints of what she's had to tell you, but she's giving you like codes. She's not telling you directly. So maybe just because I was on, I'm just gonna tell you, phew, just flat out. So
And you don't know him, so you can say it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
I'm just excited that you said
and by
something.
the way, nice to meet you, Jason. Nice to meet you.
Me too. Finally.
Um,
Yeah.
there's several people. I don't know if you said you were gonna
Yeah, and
randomly
it's
pick.
and sometimes that's the thing. Yeah, I am. That's the thing is that I know everybody's gonna be like, I want to get a reading, but I can't do anything because I'm gonna tell you guys, I'll pick certain people because I was late because of communication. So I'm only gonna be on here for another, I think, 30 minutes, right?
If you want,
I think
it would
another
be
30
like 15
minutes.
minutes, but you can stay on another 30
Okay, so
minutes
let's
if
see
you
what
want
we
to show
got.
after it's here.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one.
Can you see everybody?
Okay, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's see what we got for somebody else. Hold on, let me see. I'm just gonna pick up somebody randomly.
I like that. It's exciting
Well,
because
I'm
you don't
looking through
know
the chat. I'm trying to keep up because there's so many people. I know. I'm just like, pick me, pick
who.
me.
Yeah, everybody's raising their hand.
Okay, okay. Well, right now I can't pick up. I haven't really had anyone to stand out to me yet. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm being told for the other person that's on the video, I was told to pick her too for some reason. I feel like she didn't say anything, but telepathically, she was like, I want to know what he's got to pick up off of me.
Yeah.
I get that telepathic feeling from her. Okay. Okay, now I got something
Pick
for
me,
you.
pick me.
I'm being told you're a spiritual teacher. I was told to use the healing fairy cards with you. So it's telling me that you're a spiritual teacher, and they're telling me that your purpose involves teaching others and healing and the spiritual. So in other words, I'm being told for you, it's time for you to speak the truth, not just to say experiences, but to guide and teach people. Okay, teach people. That's what you're doing. And for some reason, like I said, I don't know you or Jason, or I didn't know Rosie. She's been on my Facebook, but like y'all guys, I didn't know any of these people on here. Okay, it's just random. Um, what I was just gonna say for you, besides a spiritual teacher, for some reason, I almost want to say you can fit to be like a psychiatrist, like a person that helps children or people that got depression, anxiety, people that want to kill themselves. You have that voice that they say you can tell them, and they'll just you listen to them, they'll listen to you, and they you catch their attention. It's like you have this beautiful light around you, and it's just you're just like a flower that just blooms whenever you get messages. people just get chills because like you bring tears to their eyes. Is what I was told. Okay. Okay. Another thing. It says the child of a birth of a child brings great blessings to you. So there's somebody that's pregnant or gonna be pregnant. I don't know why I'm sensing that. Okay.
Hopefully it's my daughter. Hopefully it's my daughter.
Well, you know what? I just heard that before you said that. I was told it could be somebody that's related to you, but I do see that you just have it. It just connects with you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Thank you.
that's what I got for you. So hopefully
Thank you.
you're welcome and nice to meet you. And I don't know your name, but is your name? I didn't see your name on the screen because I just came in. What's her name? Rosie?
It's Dawn.
Is her name Dawn?
Yeah,
Dawn, like the
you've
sun.
actually read me on Facebook, and you
I
told me
didn't
the
know her
exact.
name. I didn't.
You've read me on Facebook before, and you told me the exact same thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are you? Wow.
That is
And you
me,
know what? I
Jeff.
don't remember even having. I don't remember even having her on my Facebook. See, so like I.
It was a while. It was a while
Okay, for
ago.
Rob,
I
I
feel
can't
what you
pronounce
say
her
about
last
her,
name.
though. Yeah. Rob Tomasevic. Tomasevic.
Okay, so
Hi,
Rob.
Jeff.
Okay, okay, okay. I was drunk. Okay, for Rob, I don't know why I'm drawn to you. Okay, I'm being told. Okay, this is just crazy. Your son is watching over you perfectly as he explores the world. So I'm being told that you have children that watch over you. And then, hold on. I don't know why, Rob, but I kind of feel like some people, and I don't know if this is just that I kind of feel like people cannot read you because I feel like for some reason, I feel like I see a shield behind me. So it's like you put a brick wall. You don't allow anyone to read you. It's like you know or you feel connected to the person. So if you feel connected, you're gonna be like, you know what? I want you to read me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, Rob, but please comment below and let me know if that makes sense to you. And then they're telling me to for you to connect with nature, and then to connect with nature.
There's a girl named Diamond that asked if you were talking about her. I think maybe when you're talking about a pregnant girl. She said that.
Yes. I don't know if Rob will answer, but for some reason, okay, for Jeremy, I was told to pick you two. They're telling me that the holiday card came out with you. Okay, they're telling me that the answer to what you're looking for could be found in a vacation or retreat or holiday getaway. So I'm being told for Jeremy, you need to like take it easy because you're overdoing it, and it's like you're lacking some sleep. Like you're just have too much on your mind, and I feel like you're just like I'm seeing like pressure points. So I feel like you need a massage. And I feel like if you get a masseuse, maybe that might relax your mind, kind of. I don't know. That's just the feeling I got.
Rob said he might have had a son and it was taken away from him.
Well, you know what? Sardines, I didn't know anything about him, but you know what I kept feeling when the card came out? I almost felt like an ex-girlfriend was very possessive and very controlling. Like she tried to wrap her finger around him and try to trap him into saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to use the baby or the son to try to get some money. But he says, that's not my child. That's what I keep getting from him. It's almost like you were messing around with someone else and you're saying that that child is mine. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying.
He said
I'm
that
just
thank you that you
saying.
validated something that he suspected. That's crazy. That's crazy. And about
Validation.
Jeremy, he has trouble
Validation, buddy.
sleeping at night. Jeremy doesn't go to sleep. He tries to go to sleep and he can't go to sleep. And he'll get back on here and talk to everybody because his mind won't slow down. And I feel like that's what you're talking about with him massaging and needing to relax his mind or whatever. I think that was like totally Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy needs to slow down.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
had readings from 3 people that I know of at least that have
You
told
know
him
what?
the
You
same
know.
thing.
You know what I got with Jeremy too is that I feel like with you, to me, I feel like not just resting, but if you don't, okay, this is what's so crazy. What I see with you, if you don't get rest, you're gonna have a nervous breakdown. Okay, I don't want you to do that. So I would say just back off a little bit from the investigations because I'm being told that they're very intense and you're trying to do like multiple things and you just need to back off a little bit off of it. I mean, take a break a little bit. I mean, you don't have to like remove
Just
yourself,
as
but just
him.
take some time for yourself. Take time for yourself, okay?
Yeah, that sounds just like Jeremy.
So, but hi guys, hi everybody, and I love, but just take it easy. I don't know if there's anybody else. I can't see anybody else randomly. I can't see anybody else. Thank you, Rob.
What,
You're welcome.
what about
Anytime.
what about Sydney? Sydney Jones.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah, I
I'm
was trying. Oh,
right here.
okay.
I'm in elementary school and raise my hand.
Okay. S I G N E Y. Okay. Let's see what we have for Sydney. Oh my goodness. I don't know anything about this, Sydney. Okay, this is weird. This card never came up. It says debt is paid off, girlfriend. Whatever debt you have was literally fucking paid off. Okay. What it's telling me that an old weight or a habit debit that's lifting from you and your life, it's kind of just like poof, you're gone. It's like it's done. It's just like disappeared. So in other words, it's kind of like stress and like this tension. It's like just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just keep a lookout for that. So just know that whatever debt, it's paid off. Okay. The second card is information. Okay. And it's telling me to tell you to lift your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire and use positive information. And I got one for you, Sydney. With the informations, this is what I want you to do. Get some stick pads and say, I'm awesome, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm trustworthy, I'm loved, I'm blessed. Just put it all around the fridge if you have to. When you wake up, put it and just know that keep reminding yourself, and it's like spirit is telling you. So if you put like a certain different message on the stick pad, that's coming from spirit. You might feel like it's coming from your thoughts, but it's coming more like how can I put it? It's like a presence that's telling you to write these cards.
Like a spirit guide?
Okay, hopefully that makes yeah.
I just
See,
picked somebody.
she
There's
just
like 50
validated me
billion.
again.
Yeah, everybody's saying, pick me. I just hope so. I just picked someone I don't even know. There's like 5 people or 6 people saying
You're
that. I just
welcome,
picked
Sydney.
somebody. I don't know.
Anytime.
You don't have to take them, but I just picked somebody. Whoever you're drawn to, you can choose
Uh,
as you.
Okay. Okay. First, Sandy, you said you want me to pick a card for you. I'm being told for you, you need to change your diet to start eating better. So you need to improve your diet and your life will improve. So if you start eating more greens, okay, this is just weird. I'm being told that if you start eating better, you're going to start having your visions again and you won't feel like kind of like lost in a way. So I do feel like you need some greens and vegetables, green beans and all that other stuff.
Oh, shush.
So if you eat better, that's what things will that will help you. Okay, and I'm being told to drink plenty of water. By the way,
Sorry about that.
That's pretty cool.
so, and I'm glad I came in. You know what? I know. You know what? I was gonna tell y'all. This is for this. I don't know why I'm being told to share this, but this is one way you can do. I mean, you can pick random numbers when you read people. Like, I'll give you an example. Like somebody says, okay, you pick 11. So you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So just say you pick 11. and this is what I'm being told for everybody. This is for everybody in chat, including everybody on camera. Ask for what you want. So basically, what they're telling me, let the universe and other people know what you need. So, in other words, everybody, don't be ashamed to ask. Don't wait. Don't be wait till it's given to you. Ask, and you shall receive. I'm just throwing that out there. So just know that that was for everybody, and and then this is another thing too. This is a different technique. Okay, like for Julie, I know that you said you have those cards, so I'm gonna just pick you randomly. So this is another way you can do it. You can knock a few times. You can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can say J U L, okay, I, and then E, and it spells Julie. So you pick the first card, and what comes out is easy does it. So for Julie, this is what I was told to tell you. Stop trying to control everything and let the doors open for you. So, in other words, just let go because you cannot control everything. Okay? So just know that just let it go. Okay? That's what I got for you. And you know what, Rosie, I'm actually having a good time, and I'm glad that you put me on because I love all the messages that everybody's getting, and it's amazing. And I hope all of you 3 enjoyed your readings, even though I just
Yes.
met y'all. So
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a few more, or do you want to? If you want to do a few more, you can do a few more. There's not another show after us.
it doesn't matter.
Huh?
Okay, well, I'll do a few more. Okay, I'll do a
It's up
few
to
more.
you. Yeah.
Whoever
If you
calls out
feel
to me.
energetically up for that, then you
Yeah, I
can do
get
a
it.
few more.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a few more and then I'll just call it a night.
Okay.
I don't see anybody that sends out right now. I'm trying to. Well, right now I'm trying. I can't think of anybody right now, but I just want for everyone to know, in case if I didn't pick you, you can hit me up at my cell phone 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. You can find me on Facebook, Chris Garcia, or email me at garcia187bluelove@gmail.com. Okay. So I'm just throwing that out there too. So in case if I can't get to everybody, and for Diamond, I got a message for you since you said me. Okay. So I'm gonna
Yes,
see
I've
what we
been
got for
saying.
you.
91.
Be right back.
Okay.
Okay, for Diamond, you need to get some exercise, girl. You need to get some exercise, and saying that if you get some exercise, what it tells me is that as your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. So if you get that exercise, it's like you have this enthusiasm to do more and not just to sit there and not do anything. Just be active and proactive in everything that you do. So hopefully that makes sense. But just get plenty of exercise and get some sunlight too. So that's what
That's pretty cool. Is that we reached our time, Rosie?
Yeah. I just wondered if he had wanted to do another couple of readings. I was going to let him go ahead and do
Oh,
it.
and I was gonna say,
Yeah.
okay, for Adam, I'm gonna pick you, Adam. Okay. Okay,
Yeah, I
Adam.
didn't want
Let's
to
see what
make
we
you
got.
overextend
For
any kind of energy.
Adam, I got everything. So everything's okay. That's what I was told. It says don't worry and let all the work out. Let it all work out in a beautiful way. So in other words, don't overdo it. Everything's okay. So don't worry about issues and stuff that you're going through. Everything's gonna be fine. So just know that just take it easy and just kind of slow down too on the stuff that you do because that you're proactive and you're just overthinking about is this gonna work out? Is this gonna work out? Nah, I don't know. Just don't do that. Just relax and take it easy. And that's for Adam. But for Rosie, I'm glad that you had me on, and I'm sorry that I came in a little bit
It's
late,
okay.
but I'm glad I had a good time. So,
Better late than never.
but I actually loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad you came on too. We probably helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great having
But you know what I was gonna say, and this is for you, Rosie. So if you ever want me back on, just let me know. Let me know what dates you're available. So the next time we can do it earlier, but just next time message me on your messenger because that's what confused me. Because I was like, why am I getting a message in the group? But I was like, but now I know. So the next time if we do it, I'll just hit that group. But I didn't know because I usually get messages from the people directly. So it kind of like confused me. I was like, that's
That's a
just weird.
gotcha. Yeah.
Do you want to like give
Yeah.
anyone any other? Do you have any social media sites or anything like that, or any Patreon or anything like that that you want to put out there for anybody to contact you on?
Well, if they want to reach me besides Facebook and my cell phone numbers, they can find me on Instagram, Chris Garcia _79. Now, if you save my phone number, you can find me on Twitter. Okay, just for you to know. You can also find me on TikTok, which I don't use it, but it's there, but I have it. So in case if you want to follow me on TikTok, you can do that. But mostly I check my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter, just for you to know that. But basically, that's the only way they can contact me besides my phone number. And I'm going to say my number one more time: 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. And thank you guys for letting me come on the network.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much. We appreciate you, and we will probably have you back on.
Yeah.
And this time we'll borrow you for a whole hour and a half.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime.
Awesome.
Everyone have a good night, and thank you for watching.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
And go to Fear Fest. And if you need tickets,
Good night,
message
everyone.
me. Good night.
Good night.